All right, yes. We'd like to welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. We have it all: sand, sea, sun, and beautiful people. Folks, this is another program, Mikey Live, which is news discussed, not told. Of course, we have no horse in the race, so we keep it as balanced as possible. Now, let's take a look at what's making the headline for tonight. And usually on Fridays, we try to not keep you too long. Let's see how that goes. In our headlines for tonight, the Royal Grenada Police Force say that they are concerned about the violation of COVID-19 regulations. We'll talk about that. We have Mr. Andall, Marvin Andall, responding to a statement by the police. Also, police has revealed that stabbing victim is currently at the ICU unit at the General Hospital. We'll talk to you about that. And they are saying that there was a suspicious vehicle in which they intercepted last night and found a gun and ammunition, and one man was arrested as a result. Let's take a look at Chantimelle. Chantimelle man has been remanded to prison. Remember that on Tuesday, and following that, we had a few interviews with persons from Chantimelle relating to ongoing incidents that they have been experiencing, and one particular villager who they accuse for making life hard for them. Well, what we can tell you tonight is that that individual has been arrested and charged and remanded at Her Majesty's prisons. We'll explain that to you in a moment. 6 new players get called up for Grenada. We'll talk about that, and some Caribbean islands will experience thunderstorms in the coming days. We'll explain that to you and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. We got to let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Ministry of Health, Coach Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, and of course we want to say thank you to all our sponsors for making it possible, including Diamond Continental Jewelry Store, and they're located at the Esplanade Mall. We want to say thank you to all of them, and of course you are the ones who make things happen here. We want to say thank you for that. The viewers, those of you who are here for the first time, we want to say thank you for being here. What took you so long? And the usual suspects, well, hello to you as well. Folks, when we come back from our first break, it could be real news in Ole Lili Lolo, so stay there and we'll be back. If you have not yet done so, I'd like to encourage you at this time to please go ahead and share the program so that at least the people who have not seen that we are on will get a notification. Stay tuned, we will be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Yeah, that's right. And again, we'd like to officially welcome everyone to tonight's program. Those of you who are joining us again for the first time, it's important that we say hello to you. And of course, don't make it the first and your last. Please come back another time. Now, we'll try to be as brief as possible so that you can get to go on your own business for tonight. All right. So the first thing that we have to tell all you about, boys, that the new EC $5 polymer notes are now available in the Commonwealth of Dominica and here at home, Grenada. Now, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, the ECCB, has issued the new notes to all commercial banks in the Commonwealth of Dominica and the following banks in Grenada: CIBC First Caribbean International Bank, Barbados Limited; Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited; Republic Bank Grenada Limited, Halifax Street. Now, the ECCB launched its family of polymer notes in May of 2019 with the new $50 notes, which features former governor of the ECCB, the late Honorable Sir K. Dwight Venner. The $100, $20 and $10 notes were issued subsequently based on the stock levels at the commercial banks in the ECCB member countries. Now, the EC polymer notes are made from a thin, flexible and transparent plastic film. Now, the notes are cleaner as they are more resistant to dirt and moisture, more secure as they are more difficult to counterfeit because polymer allows for the inclusion of advanced security features. Now, the notes are also stronger because they are made more durable than the paper and are difficult to tear. Now, the EC polymer and the paper notes are co-circulating. Therefore, in conducting your business, you may receive both the EC polymer notes as well as the old-time paper bank notes. The new EC $5 polymer notes are also in circulation in St. Kitts and Nevis. And I know that there are some people who are actually going to go to these specific banks and branches because they want the new notes. Here is a side note for you folks, those of you who are incorporating, particularly for storage, temporary storage, for example in your pockets, and so please be careful when putting the polymer together with the regular paper notes, as because they are made of different material, they would not, they will not stick together, they will not stay together, and sometimes you'll find that the polymer notes will slip away, and so you realize that when you check your pocket, you're missing money. All right, please be guided accordingly. Good. Now the next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, is that Grenada is now down to only one. Yes, you heard me. Grenada is now only down to one active COVID-19 case. That's right. The latest information comes from the Ministry of Health. The total active cases in Grenada remains at 1. All right. And as it relates to the amount of vaccines that were administered, and we're talking about the first dose, we told you by today it was going to be up to over 10,000. Well, it is. The last figures that we have is 10,006. All right. So these are the amounts of, that's the amount of jabs that has been administered here in Grenada, and that also includes Carriacou and Petite Martinique. We are moving on. The next thing we have to tell all you about by the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Mitchell. He this week encouraged the permanent secretaries and senior managers in the public service to embrace change and versatility as key traits of good leadership. Now, addressing the senior managers at a training session which focused on protocol and diplomacy, the Prime Minister said that the COVID-19 pandemic has reinforced the fact that change is inevitable. He said, in his words, in this case, change was forced upon us, but what is important here is that we must not be afraid to initiate change, and more importantly, we must be prepared to adapt to change. As the pandemic is a constantly unfolding scenario, so too government's operations must evolve to adequately meet the needs of the people that we serve. And of course, we have posted an entire document on that, an article on that, in fact, on our website, MikeyLive.com. That's MikeyLive.com. Well, all eyes were glued on social media and to some extent on TV, boy. People wanted to know how Grenada was doing as they were playing against El Salvador last evening. Well, about that, the team played, they tried their best, but, there must be a team to win. And of course, El Salvador defeated Grenada in the first match that we played, 2-0. Now, Grenada will play our next game coming up on the 30th of March. It's going to be happening at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. And we're going to do good. Yeah, that's how we could do good. Take all the time in us. Yes? Now, we have also received the information from the GFA that the senior men's national team announced today the names of 6 players who will be joined, or who will join, in fact, the squad for the match Grenada versus the U.S. Virgin Islands that will be on Tuesday, 30th March at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Now, these players are Benjamin Etienne, Kishan Clark, Joshua Isaac, Raheem Griffith, Stefan Abraham, and DeAndre Smith. Now, they will replace Tyron Sterling, also Craig Noel McLeod, also Ricky Modest, Antonio Graham, also German, Alex McQueen, and Cario Mitchell. Now, according to the GFA, as per previous agreement with players, due to ongoing effects of the COVID-19 and related travel restrictions, players had to be returned to their clubs. All right, we are moving on. See, a lot of people are talking about, why Grenada playing with white. What does it matter? Listen, it was like social media was flooded. Why is Grenada playing with white? I don't know why it matters. Anyway, what the hell? We can't play with the same color all the time, right? But anyway, so there's a lot of complaints about that, and there were a lot of complaints about the hue, the color of the skin of the coach. Never a dull moment in Grenada. Never a dull moment. Win by any means necessary. Achieve by any means necessary. Adjust by any means necessary. It doesn't matter whether it's gray, black, or green. If that's the means that will take you to a particular end, then what the hell? Then, yeah, go for it. Oh, yeah. Let's get down to some serious business now. The Royal Grenada Police Force. Now, they are saying that they are concerned that organizations and groups have been participating in demonstrations, protest actions vigils, and other social activities in direct violation of the emergency powers COVID-19 regulations. Yeah, no. We ain't making it up, people. They say that they are concerned about that. All they know this week, boy. All right, there were protests happening, yes, by the PWU and the teachers. And then you all know that there was also a vigil that took place in Chantimelle. Well, apparently, the police, they say that they are very concerned. You know, that's not the kind of thing. Oh, hold on, no man, I already follow it. That's not the kind of thing that they want happening at this time. According to police, while it is appreciated that peaceful protest is an integral part of any practicing democracy, and that there should be no attempt to unlawfully stifle or hinder the rights of anyone to exercise such freedoms, it must be conducted, they say, within the parameters of existing legislative frameworks. And of course, that's the police talking now, in a press release that they sent out and thing now. They say that in recent times, the carnival-like demonstrations of teachers and public officers through the streets of Grenada, flouting the statutory necessity for the wearing of face mask or covering, social distancing, and the need to obtain permission from the relevant authorities are stark examples of this trend. The RGPF has engaged, they say, the leadership of the Grenada Union of Teachers, who have acknowledged their error and apologized. Similarly, there is an ongoing endeavor to meet with other offending parties to encourage compliance with the lawful requirements. The RGPF has chosen the path of forbearance in enforcing the COVID-19 regulations. This is evident through dialogue and collaboration in the context of the prevailing socio-economic realities. However, should these violations continue, the response from the RGPF will be urgent and decisive to ensure compliance with these regulations. Ooh, yo, it almost sounds like a threat. Straighten up and fly right, or else deal with the consequences. Now, people, the leader of the GOT, the outgoing president, the man on your screen, Andall, he is somewhat clearing the air or attempting to clear the air on statements made by the police that they apologize. According to him, the leadership of the union apologized to the police. It was not for violating the public health regulations, no, but for violating the agreed route for the peaceful march. Now, they are saying that the permission granted by the police, it did not provide for the protesters to go onto the compound of the ministerial complex. Right? And so that's what they were apologizing, not for what they were apologizing for, not for violating any COVID-19 regulations. Yeah, son? That's Mr. Andall trying to set it straight. All right, all the way moving. How are we looking for time? And in fact, Andall said this week that if things don't settle down, if they don't get what they want, if the public workers ain't get what they want, you can expect more protest activity very soon. I ain't making it up. I ain't making it up. That's what he said this week. He said, listen, don't play all the thing, y'all can intimidate us and then can have minutes, you know. We want to win money, and if we don't get win money, place mash up. We are moving on. Earlier, now yesterday we were telling you that there were stabbing incidents. And we told you that there was a stabbing incident in particular on the bus terminal. Now, you know what the police is saying? The police saying, listen, that stabbing victim is currently in the intensive care unit at the General Hospital. Officer Miss McQueen Douglas, very articulate, and you've been hearing on the radio and thing. She explained that yes, there was that incident, and the individual is in ICU.
There was a stabbing incident in Grenville yesterday. That was March 25th, 2021. At present, one person is hospitalized. They're in the intensive care unit at the General Hospital. And one gentleman, a 37-year-old of Grenville as well, he's in police custody assisting us with our investigations. At this time, we cannot divulge too much information. The information we're still gathering evidence relative to that matter, so it's kind of premature to release some of the information that we have at hand at this present time. The gentleman is in custody, as I stated, and once he is processed and charged, press statements will be sent out, updating the media on this.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, Olio. Now the next thing that the police talked about, they say that they were on patrol, right? And then they saw this suspicious vehicle, and so police decided to intercept that vehicle to see what's going on. Olio, the police say when they checked the vehicle, there was an individual in there, and he had a gun and ammunition in Grand Bras. You understand? And so they say that that particular individual was arrested.
Okay, so sometime around 1 a.m. this morning, officers assigned to the Eastern Division, Grenville Police Station, they were out on duty, patrol duty, and intercepted a suspicious vehicle. A search of the vehicle revealed a .380 Glock pistol. It also contained 4 rounds of ammunition. As a result of this, the lone occupant of the vehicle was detained by officers, and he is presently in custody assisting us with our investigations. Most likely charges may be laid sometime during the course of today, and once anything changes, we will update the media accordingly.
Thank you very much. Always committing to keeping us updated. Now, she is also saying that based on the time that this incident occurred, that there might be more charges as it relates to the violation of the COVID-19 protocols.
In relation to the discovery that was made in Grenville, in Grand Bras, this morning by officers attached to the Eastern Division, it is most likely that the individual will also be charged for breaches in relation to the COVID-19 protocols that are in place.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And we are moving on. Audio. Now you remember residents of Chantimelle. They were irate. This week we had a couple interviews and so on, and they were talking about a particular individual within the community who's been terrorizing them. Of course, you've heard that they say that there were about 100 separate cases that in the court, and that's according to them, right? That were left undone, and they called on the authorities to intervene and to take them seriously. Now, a search was conducted on the property of that individual this week, and according to police, there was some illegal stuff that was found, in particular drugs, and I think there were other charges, and so the police say that the individual was arrested and has been remanded to Her Majesty's prison.
Mr. Curtis Cyrus of Chantimelle St. Patrick was remanded to the Richmond Hill prison in relation to a quantity of drugs that was discovered in his home. He is remanded in custody and will be returning to court on March 31st, 2021.
Thank you very much. So there you had it. Now, there were so many complaints. Let me see if I find out one or two.
Well, just what to do.
Yeah, there were so many complaints coming out from the villagers about that particular individual. Let's just refresh your memory.
She can't go to work. Hey, What going on? Come on. We need help. Come out and help. And like it's nothing for him. You don't bother with that. And make sure you get him and get him pizza too.
Every day I go up there, I see the fig leaf and them spray. I want I was spraying. Then you have some pumpkin, we plant about 20 pumpkin stool. Every day I go there, the pumpkin stool spray. He's spraying pumpkin, he's spraying Tanya, he's spraying Dashin, and he's spraying all the papaya and them in the land. Look at point there, tell point about it. Every 8 days he come in the man land and do that. But he hiding and he timing me. When a day he don't come in. As I go in the land. The police don't doing him nothing because what happens is every time he have a cut, he sending sick leave. The government encouraging a lot of wrong.
Well, that's going on for more than a year. And it's a lot of issue problem I have because I managing some goat. I have about 9 goats in a pen. And I have enough land where normally I used to feed them year go, year come. I had no problem for grass, but normally that man just comes spraying my place right through every day. So I always have, even if I work in, I have to take extra time and go find all the people place to get grass just to feed me animal.
Thank you very much. And of course, these were only some of the complaints that came in. But interestingly, he was arrested and remanded on unrelated charges. We are moving on. Olio, the next thing that we have to tell Olio about, boy, is that some of the Caribbean islands can expect some bad weather, as we have received a weather alert from the Caribbean Weather Online relating to that. All right, so yes, there are some islands that will experience, and that's within the Lesser Antilles. All right, and you can see the graph on your screen. Trinidad and Tobago can expect some of that too. I see that they have put out an adverse weather condition bulletin. All right, and I think they are saying that it will start at the beginning of next week, like early Monday or so. All right, in some cases within the next 24 hours. So let's see if we could get some of that rain. That would be really good, because I think that we really do need some of that rain, boy, because although we are not having the worst dry season, the dry season is very moderate, but still there are some challenges for water. I know that the reservoirs, they are depleting rapidly, and so if we get some rain, then that will be good. For those of you who have not yet shared the program, we would like to encourage you to go ahead and please do so. Tonight we want to remember, we've been telling you that we are doing random giveaways every night, and tonight I would like to reward Spice Girl Pursue with a 1 week data plan. A 1 week data plan is coming your way. Spice Girl Pursue, please send us your number in a private message so that we can have that done for you. That's brought to you through the kind compliments of the Mikey Life Helping Hands Foundation Canada. All right, and here we have the Helping Hands Foundation Grenada, who are preparing to do some hampers. And that is to give to people who are in need. Of course, we don't usually say who these people or who the recipients are. We don't take pictures of our recipients. We don't make them uncomfortable in any way. We deliver and we bounce. Never to hear from us again unless we are coming back to see how you're doing or coming back to help further. All right, and that's what our organization is all about. If you feel that you are in a position to contribute towards these causes, you can speak to Suzette. If you're in Canada, you can speak to Suzette, you can speak to Reuben, any one of the Canadian members, and you can speak to them on how you can donate to these causes. If you're here in Grenada, you can speak to Kirin, you can speak to Khadija, or any of the local members here on if you want to donate to these causes. Periodically, we donate to people who are mostly in need throughout the country, and of course there's always more that can be done, and so we are appealing to you. If you think that you're in a position to help in whatever way with food and the likes, then feel free to contact any of the members based on where you're located. Those of you in the United States, you can contact Ala and you guys can arrange on how you can do this, help towards these causes. Folks, what I want to do right now is take a quick break and come back. When we come back, we've got the national report for you and we've got the weather. So stay tuned. We shall be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Boy, people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Safe, effective COVID-19 vaccines will offer protection against the virus, helping to prevent death and serious illness. But how do they actually work? Like other vaccines, such as the flu shot, COVID-19 vaccines will be given with a needle. This triggers an immune response in the body, which is the body's natural way of defending itself. The vaccine will strengthen your immune system by training it to recognise and fight against the virus that causes COVID-19. Vaccines may contain either killed or weakened versions of the virus that causes the disease, or a small part of the virus, such as a protein. There is no risk that you will get the disease from a vaccine. When your immune system recognises this virus or parts of it in the vaccine as being foreign,
It responds by creating memory cells and antibodies that will protect you against future infection or disease. As a result, you'll be less likely to have severe COVID-19 symptoms after a vaccination.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Grenada to begin administering second dose of AstraZeneca vaccine after 10 weeks. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Friday, March 26, 2021, I am Abigail McIntyre. The initial plan was to have the second dose of AstraZeneca vaccine administered 6 weeks after the first dose. However, Grenada has now taken the decision to administer the second dose after 10 weeks. Community health nurse Audrey Lyons, who is in charge of the expanded program on immunization for Grenada, told the GIS the wait period for the second dose was 8 weeks. However, she says reviews from the World Health Organization indicates that the efficacy of the vaccine is best administered after 10 to 12 weeks. So far, more than 9,000 Grenadians have received their first dose.
Based on the WHO recommendation, they recommended that the second dose, once it's closer to 12 weeks, the efficacy is much better. So Grenada has taken a stand that at 10 weeks, we're going to vaccinate persons with the second dose. So initially, on the 12th of February, we advised persons that they was going to be vaccinated 6 weeks thereafter. But after following up with the WHO, we advised persons that they will be vaccinated closer to the 12-week mark. So Grenada will be vaccinating persons with the second dose at 10 weeks because the efficacy is much better at 10 to 12 weeks.
To adequately inform about the extension of the time before receiving the second dose, the Ministry of Health launched a sensitization campaign on Friday. Nurse Lyons says for those who need to travel or choose to stick with the original time frame, the vaccine will be administered.
As of today, we're going to be putting out a bulletin via social media, radio, television, and so to inform persons that they can have the vaccine at 10 weeks. If you need to travel or so within the 8-week period, the date that you got before the 10 week, you're free to do so, because WHO recommendation, you can get it between 4 to 12 weeks of getting the vaccine. So we advise 10 weeks. However, if you need to travel before, once it's after 4 weeks, you can get the vaccine. You can get it at any of the health facilities. You just call them, let's say about a few days or a week before, so you can have an appointment, and then you can get a vaccine at any one of the health facilities.
From inline to online is the tagline guiding the relaunch of the Inland Revenue's online platform. During a launch ceremony on Friday at the Ministry of Finance, officials from the IRD spoke of the new and improved services being offered online. In 2013, the government of Grenada, through the eGrip program, launched the platform to assist in making doing business at the IRD easier and efficient. But over the last 6 years, the site has been unable to adequately meet the needs of customers. This was revamped by the IRD, and now customers can use the new site to register, file declarations, and pay taxes. Deputy Comptroller of the Inland Revenue Division, Randy Cadet, says this is the premier site for taxpayers.
Persons have been using that pay.gov site as 1, 2, 3. It's safe, it's convenient, it's reliable. We in Inland Revenue had no other choice but to use a COVID experience to get people, as the PRO said, out of the lines and get them more online. So we are here to encourage the use of our e-services, and we are also here to promote and to ensure that persons kind of buy in to what we are trying to do in Inland Revenue. We believe in the division that as we make tax paying more easily accessible, as we encourage persons to use the devices to pay their license fees and to pay their taxes, we in turn will see an improvement in compliance. Because we are not just here to collect that is due or what is due to the government. We are also here to encourage compliance.
Customers can log on to ird.gd, which is the official website to access the pay.gov.gd and the taxservice.gov.gd websites to do business from the comfort of their homes or workplaces without enduring the hassle of long lines and long waits. Senior Tax Inspector Joel Johnson explains how it's done.
The website is pay.gov.gd. You select make a payment. Then you have a variety of categories to choose from, whether it is your vehicle license, vehicle inspection, your driver's license, property taxes, even your COVID-19 test. Those of you wishing to come back to Pure Grenada, you could pay for your COVID-19 test online. So you select the category, you select what you're paying for. For example, if it's a vehicle you're paying for, you enter the vehicle registration number, you enter your last name, and the information pops up quite easily, and you make a payment. The fantastic thing about this site is you could pay for more than one vehicle using one checkout. So you can add another vehicle and continue making the payments. Tax Services website. This one has, like Mr. Cadet would have said, has been up for a while, but right now you are going to be using it to register and file your income taxes online. So to file your income taxes online, you must first create a user account. So when you go to the website, which is taxservices.gov.gd, you go to the website and you're going to select the tab that asks you to register new user. If you do not yet have a username, ensure you register as a new user. Once you click the tab to register as a new user, the form is going to populate on your screen, which will require you to enter your personal information. Like I said, the information will be safe, so feel free to enter your full name, your last name, your date of birth, of course. It will also ask you to upload a form of ID. So please enter the information as it is on your ID or as it is in our tax accounts here at Inland Revenue.
Overall, the aim is to alleviate the hassle and cost involved in submitting and filing paper-based documents, while at the same time curbing the administrative burden for the staff of the Inland Revenue Division.
No longer will we rely heavily on paper. We are moving to ensure that this division, this Inland Revenue Division, is a more modernized tax administration where persons can interact with us from wherever they are. And as I said before, This is a big deal for us. This relaunch and this promotion is a massive splash for us. And we really want to encourage Grenadians to make full use of the devices, or use of the services, that are being provided by your Inland Revenue Division.
The IRD has plans for making some of their other services electronic, like sending out demand notices via email. Minister for Sports, Culture and the Arts, Fisheries and Cooperatives, the Honourable Yolande Bain-Harsford, says her government is committed to ensuring that Grenada's National Stadium remains intact for local athletes to prepare themselves for the international stage and compete at a first-class facility. Her commitment was made during a visit to the Karani James Athletic Stadium on Thursday, March 25th, to witness firsthand the progress of the maintenance work undertaken by the People's Republic of China. In September 2020, the People's Republic of China donated over 9 containers of engineering materials valued at 1.5 million EC dollars to the government of Grenada. The materials were for maintenance and repair work on the Karani James Athletic Stadium as part of the China Aid Technical Cooperation Project. GIS spoke with Minister Yolande Bain-Harsford, who said that she is pleased with what has been accomplished to date.
So far, it seems good. I'm impressed with some of the work that has been done. The sound system, the sound room, where all the coordination is taking place. The new equipment that was replaced by the old ones. The old ones were replaced by the new equipment. I'm pleased with that. The VIP lounge and the other rooms that the changes are made with the tiles and the flooring, etc. I think it's well done. I think the stadium looks much better now than it was before, because there was a lot of things that were unsightly. And by taking that tour this morning, I think they have done quite a bit and a good job, and I'm impressed with the level of work that was done within that period of time. We have to thank the Chinese government for the hard work and dedication and the support they have given us over the years and continue to give us the support. I know their heart is in the right place when coming to the stadium, because that's one of the main projects here in Grenada. So we're happy with the level of work, and we are pleased with the support that they continue to give us here in Grenada.
Coordinator of Sports Cullen Peters says the Chinese must be commended for the work they have done so far. He highlighted some of the work that has been done by the Chinese Technical Corporation.
What I have seen here, what we have done basically, not only the internal structure and on walls and tiles have been changed, but also some of the windows, some of the system, the AC system, all that needed to be repaired and maintained. What we have done since December, we had started working on the outfield. There was some problem with the outfield. I think there's a long-term plan for the refurbishment or the improvement of the surface. But so far we have done some work to make sure that when our Spice Boys come back to play against the U.S. Virgin Islands next week Tuesday, that they are comfortable and they are, they get a victory on our surface. So we keep working and make sure not only in the stadium, in the outer fields, to make sure that within this time of lockdown, within this time of restriction, we do some maintenance on our facility. We do some upgrading and resurfacing of our playing fields. The work will continue to make sure that the surface improves so that the quality of the players could also be improved also.
According to project manager Zhang Zifu, work is 50% complete. This is the National Report. The news continues after the break. Finally, in the news, students of the Telescope Primary School are among the first batch of primary school students to receive their e-learning devices being distributed by the Ministry of Education. We get more details in this report from Annette Moore, Public Relations Officer in the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development and Information.
Parents and guardians of students came to receive the students' e-learning devices and were thoroughly informed about the contract and expectations for the care and use of the device. Several recipients expressed their satisfaction at having received the learning device. Ayana Best came with her younger sister Nishwa to collect her sister's device. Best says this is Nishwa's first personal e-learning device.
No, she didn't have one before, and during the lockdown one of the devices actually broke, so we had to fix it. So during the lockdown we usually had to do it either on my phone or on my mom's computer.
Best thinks the device will be very helpful for her sister.
It would at least give her a fair advantage when she's in school, now that she has her own tablet, especially since we're not sure when they'll be fully back into in-person classes. So at least now she will at least have the opportunity to more or less be on the same playing field with everybody.
Abiola John is in grade 5 and very excited to receive her device. She came in with her grandmother to collect it.
My name is Abiola John and I am 10 years old. I feel excited. I plan to use the tablet for online schoolwork and for education, so I can learn that when I come back to school, I'm ready for the tests.
Abiola's grandmother says that although her granddaughter had a device during the COVID-19 lockdown period last year, it was an old computer which has since stopped working. Therefore, receipt of this device is timely.
This one she have will help her very much because she loves to read and she loves to experiment, so I believe this will do her very good in her education. And I thank wherever source it comes from. We thank the government for it very much, which we thank God that just continue to be, because in this era, this is what they really need for them to go forward with their education. So we thank very much. We thank very much for it.
Principal at the Telescope Primary School, Anne-Marie Shares, is pleased that her school is one of the first recipients and looks forward to the benefit of students having their own devices.
I'm feeling elated at the moment because I am very happy for the students. We had a big challenge during the lockdown. Our students was very hard to reach, but now with everybody, all the teachers have their laptops and the students with the tablet. That's a great asset to the school. The children would be able to do their projects, they would be able to do research and everything else on the laptop and tablet, so that's a great asset for us. We are forever grateful to the Ministry of Education.
More than 11,000 devices will be distributed to public primary school students. All kindergarten to grade 5 students will receive a device. 11 schools will receive these e-learning devices prior to the upcoming vacation break, with distribution continuing in the Trinity term. Parents can make payments for the devices at the district revenue offices. The cost is $25 if students are already part of the Ministry of Education's textbook program, and $50 if they are not. Provision of devices to primary school students comes at a cost of US $2.3 million. Phase 1 of the e-learning program included the provision of devices to teachers and students, while Phase 2 involved the distribution of laptop computers to all teachers. For the National Report, I'm Annette Moore.
Thank you, Annette. And that story brings us to the end of the National Report for today, Friday, March 26, 2021. To recap the top story, Grenada to begin administering second dose of AstraZeneca vaccine after 10 weeks. On behalf of the entire news team here at the Government Information Service, I am Abigail McIntyre. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, thank you very much, Abigail, and the rest of the team at the GIS. Here's your weather. Generally fair with a few brief early morning showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius, winds east northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A small craft advisory is in effect. As it relates to Saturday's weather, generally fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with few brief to widely scattered showers. Temperature, the high 30 degrees, the minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters, and a marine advisory will be in effect. Let's take a look at Sunday's weather. Partly cloudy to cloudy and windy with some brief to widely scattered showers. Maximum temperature 29.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds again, east northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to slightly rough, waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory will be in effect as well. And before we wrap him up, let's big up a few people on the program. I want to say thank you to the team for the giveaways, boy. The candidate team. I want to say thank you guys for putting this together, all the giveaways. Ala, Spice Girl, don't forget to message me at Spice Girl. The usual suspects, Angel, Cynthia, Della. We have with us Suzette. Suzette, Spice Girl won tonight. Where is Spice Girl, by the way? Well, if Spice Girl is not located in Grenada, I think it's only fair Spice Girl can give it to somebody else on the program. All right? Angel, Shireen, Zaka, Denise and Jennifer, and Cynthia, Wendy, Reuben, and the whole crew. All right? Thank you for joining us. And the gatekeepers, hello. And you know who you are. Thank you for joining us. And I'm wishing you guys a great weekend. I wish that all will be well with you and your family. You know how we love and appreciate you all the time. All the time we love and appreciate you. Don't forget your family. Always be true to your family. Make sure that you have a good relationship with your family. Sometimes it's hard, almost impossible. You wonder how we all come out, how we all in the same blood. Because you can be so different. But still, understand the value of your family, all right? And the people who call themselves friends. I'm not big on friendship, but there are people who are very loyal, who will go to the mat with you. It's just me. I'm just not a good friend guy. I would give you a kidney if I have to, but I'm not the type who likes people always under my arm. Just call me up. You need this and we're good. But I'm not the friend who would be nurturing the feelings, giving you a call because I want to save the friendship and thing. So because I'm like that, probably that's not the best kind of friend to be. I don't know. But anyway, call for a kidney again. Call for my attention 24/7. I'm sorry, can't do that. You'll hear from me probably once a month. That's the best I can do. But no love lost, you know what I mean? I don't believe that you should be trying too hard to maintain a friendship. Because if that's what you have to do, if every time the person calls you and say, hey, well, how come you don't call me this? Every time they call you, they have to remind you that you didn't call them. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not that friendship. I don't know. Anyway, let me that talk. Allah. He don't take that. I'm speaking in context here. This is I'm speaking of the kind of friend I am. And usually you find that there are not many people who are willing to accept that as friendship. That's my point. So tell me, partner, I don't get no feelings. There are some people who requires more than that. They want you to be there all the time in their company. And that's it. And some people require a lot as a friend. So I know from the start, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that kind of person. So anyway, let's leave that talk for another day. Yeah. Well, it's Friday, you know. We don't give you a little old talk on Friday, but yeah, boy, you know. But there are people who is like gonna go to the mat with you. You're in trouble. They're going in trouble with you too. You understand? Yeah. I think those are the kind of behaviors that constitute friendship, not really the fact of minding it. If you find you have to mind it a lot, like orchids, where you have to care for it so much, then I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, take care, all you. We will see you on the other side. Take care of all yourself. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No. God blessings to you and your family until we meet again. Take care.